collection. Some of that is sold out. It was only while supplies lasted. There's a few of my customers that was able to get it. I will tell you this. If you did not get your hands on that setting or that priming and setting powder, you're missing out, because a friend of mine did purchase it. I didn't really have a need. I had just got primer. I wish now I would have done it, because now I have seen it in action. So I'm a little jealous. But I'm also, I'm hoping it's something that they bring back. It's hard for me, and I'm just being honest with you guys because this is how I am. But it's hard for me. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing this stuff up because I do not have a whole lot of time. It's hard for me as a presenter to buy right now in this part of my, my business journey. It's hard for me to go and buy all of the limited edition stuff. I have before, but it's hard for me to buy all the limited edition stuff because if it's only a limited edition and it's going away, I have to base it off of, the best way to put it would be like the excitement that's generated in that build-up. Does that make sense? Because I didn't have a whole lot of customer interest in the beachfront. I had maybe a handful of people that wanted it, and when I say a handful of people, that usually means 1 or 2 people buy it. I will always have a handful of people message me after a live or about a kudos or something like that, but then they don't actually order it. It's just questions, and that's cool because I don't mind answering questions either. But so I always base whether or not I'm going to put my money out there for a limited time product based off of the interest that I have received during the build-up. So if I've generated a lot of interest and I know that my customers are going to want to see it, or a lot of them want it, so I'm going to go ahead and get it because the other ones will follow in suit, then I will purchase it. That didn't happen this time. Like I said, I had a handful of people. I feel bad because it's a pretty stout collection. It was a really good collection. It was a strong contender. There is not a lot of bad reviews about that setting prime. I don't know what I'm doing. And so anyway, there's been a bunch of people love it. So, but I did not get it. I didn't do that because, like I said, I didn't have a lot of generated interest in it. So that's where I was at on it. But now I'm regretting it because I have seen the primer setting powder, and I love a powder. I should have got it. I should have just bit the bullet and did it anyway, but I didn't. Boo-boo on my end. Maybe they'll bring it back. I don't know, because it was so popular. Maybe they'll bring it back as a standard summertime thing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll have another chance. Because you just never really know with them. You just don't. But regardless, the kudos is still available for a few more days, about another week or so. And then there will be another kudos. Always keep in mind for birthdays and, just different events that there is collections to choose from. You guys don't ever have to worry about I don't like the kudos. If you don't like the kudos, click on the collections, because the collections, there's a lot of things that you can get within the collections, and a lot of people forget about those, but that's really where a really good deal is. And there are more collections there than what there was before, more of a variety, I would think. A lot of them didn't have Coco for real. A lot of them didn't have the foundations in there, and now they do. I think there's one with a BB cream, and then there is one with a liquid touch. There was one before, but it was I think it was everything that you need for a face, and then I think it was taken away. So, I think that there's a variety of. Let me see why. I don't understand why my eyes are so poofy. Good thing I have some skincare with poofy reducing in it, because clearly I need it. At least today. My face is super poofy. Oh well. No time to worry about it today. We got to keep on rolling. So I'm not going to do anything crazy today. I'm probably just going to like, you know, do an everyday look that we can like manage to pull out super fast because again, I am running behind on time. Go figure. Never fails. Anyway, so you see this foundation. This foundation is giving me excellent coverage. It is also giving me like that even skin tone that I need. So once it's completely stippled in and then we go back in and we blend it to make sure that we are completely like covered in all areas. And none of my redness is showing through or uneven skin tones. I have that one solid skin tone. Like, it's amazing. It's very smooth. It transitions into just one absolute, like, you know, my natural, what it should actually look like without all of the crazy undertones or redness, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So, and then you can always go back. Now, what I do is, you don't want to poke yourself in the eye like I did. That's not necessarily something you need to do. What I like to do is, my foundation that I have is a little bit light on my face. And so I tend to almost always like a shade, like a half a shade darker. It's not like I want my face to be darker than my neck. It's never like that much darker. Does that make sense? But it is, I tend to just give myself a little bit more color than what I really need. So I go in with my regular foundation, like color, which is velour. And then I will pick it up, give myself a little bit of color with a powder. So it basically just helps to mattify that, and then it sets everything in there. That's what I like to do. Now, I probably won't do that once I start getting some color. Like, we are thinking about going to the pool on Friday. So all of this will probably change on Friday. And I may not be able to go live because I have never been this pale in my life during the summertime, which I did get some color on my arms and on my feet. It's really weird. Like, I guess because I was standing by the lake fishing and that kind of stuff. But so I have some color on my feet, but none on my legs or the rest of my body. The color on my face has kind of like subsided a little bit. It's went away. So it will all change. And I think I'm good because I have went up a little bit and I have shade. I mean, unless I get like a crazy good tan. And then at that point, then we're just going to have to figure it out. But I mean, that's what I like. So if you like this foundation, you like the coverage, you love the fact that if you have undertones that are showing through like I do, because I really do have combination skin. My skin's not perfect. My skin gets flaws. I mean, I literally just had some breakouts that you can still see that are a little bit dry. I mean, so like my skin is not perfect. My eyelashes are definitely like far from it. I curl them to try to get them to like, you know, go in the right direction because they definitely do not. They say to be super gentle with your eyelashes, and I try to be, but they still kind of fall out. Let's see. They don't grow like with a natural curl. Some of them don't even grow upward. They just kind of grow out and crisscross and all of that good stuff. So it's frustrating as heck. Sometimes you want to like get dressed and you want to look, you know, like your absolute best, like you want to throw on. I mean, I am absolutely all about the whole natural, like here's me in my natural habitat, no makeup on, that kind of lifestyle, because that is just me. But you know what? If I'm getting dressed and I'm ready to go out and stuff, I have started dabbling more in the makeup. I mean, that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, I am like the worst person in the world to sell makeup because I just don't wear it as often as what I probably should. I have met so many people and they're like, you know, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I sell makeup. And they're like, because it's always when I have no makeup on my face. Seriously. Like, you can't meet me out when I've got a full face on. No. I am no longer a walking billboard. Like, I am literally with no makeup on every time I meet somebody. But, you know, that's just the funny little irony in this, I guess. But, let's see. What else is there to tell you? Oh, so I forgot what I was getting at. But regardless, my skin is not perfect. I really like whenever I get dressed and I am... Hi, Mary. Thank you. When I do get